The Shadow of Ikom night had fallen over Ikom, the small town deep in Cross River State, and the streets lay quiet except for the soft hum of distant generators. In the far corner of the marketplace, a young girl named Amara was last seen walking home carrying a basket of fruits. Neighbors said she smiled and greeted them on the way, but she never made it home. Fear began to stir in whispers across the community. The next morning, the women of Ikom gathered in clusters, their wrappers tied tightly around their waists, speaking in low voices. Some swore they had seen a tall man in a white kaftan following Amara. Others claimed it was the work of spirits from the forest. The elders told everyone to stay indoors after sunset. That evening, a tall figure appeared at the edge of the market road. His white kaftan glowed faintly in the moonlight, his face partly hidden under a wide hat. He walked slowly, scanning the street like a hunter, watching for prey. Those who saw him swore his eyes did not blink. 2 weeks later, another girl went missing. Her name was Ifunanya, and she had been on her way to fetch water from the stream. The calabash she carried was later found cracked on the ground near the forest path. People began to lock their doors before nightfall. The village chief called a meeting in the town square. Men gathered on wooden benches, while women stood at the edges, holding the children close. He warned that something evil was stalking the town, and every family must guard their daughters carefully. At night, the figure in white moved like a shadow along the narrow dirt roads. His footsteps made no sound, and his head turned slowly from side to side as if sniffing out fear. Dogs barked and went silent as he passed. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. One morning, a group of hunters found torn pieces of Ankara fabric near the forest edge. The ground was disturbed, and there were signs of a struggle. They did not go further, for the forest was said to swallow the brave. Amara's mother sat on the steps of her mud house, eyes red from crying. She clutched her daughter's headscarf, rocking back and forth as neighbors tried to comfort her. The air was heavy with grief. One night, a young man returning from the bar saw the white-clad figure dragging a girl toward the forest. He shouted, and the figure ran with unnatural speed into the darkness, leaving the girl's sandal behind. The men of Ikom decided they would no longer wait. Armed with cutlasses, torches, and hunting rifles, they set up patrols along the roads and paths at night. They swore to catch the shadow that hunted their daughters. They placed a young woman along the road as bait, while others hid in the bushes. Hours passed before the figure appeared, moving slowly toward her. When they leapt out, he fought like a wild animal. After a fierce struggle, they tied the man with ropes. His face was pale with rage, and he refused to speak. Some swore his eyes glowed faintly in the torchlight. Under questioning, the man confessed to luring young women to the forest for rituals. He claimed an unseen force commanded him to do it. The people listened in horror, their hands trembling. The elders declared that such evil could not remain in Ikom. The man would be handed over to the police, and cleansing rituals would be performed to protect the town. Weeks later, life slowly returned to normal. The market was lively again, and children played in the streets, but some swore they still felt the eyes of the forest watching. The Shadow of Ikom might be gone, but its memory would never fade. Subscribe for more chilling, true crime stories.